Hello everybody and welcome back to Tip Top Travel. Today you join me in what is my first episode of my recent trip to Prague, the capital city of the Czech Republic. In this video I walk you through arguably what is one of the main tourist attractions in Prague, and that is Prague Castle and St. Vitus Cathedral. I really hope you enjoy this one. It's a really stunning video. You'll see some fantastic architecture, see what it's like inside the castle and the cathedral and the castle grounds, and hopefully this will encourage you to go to this tourist attraction if you visit Prague. So first, to get up to the castle and the cathedral, we disembark the tram and walk up the long set of stairs which take you right up to the entrance. You can also get a tram up closer to the castle, but we fancied walking up the stairs and seeing the fantastic views in which this climb provided, and you'll see this as we go up the stairs. Now, Prague Castle and St. Vitus Cathedral have been at the centre of Prague for many years, well over 1,000 years. There has been some kind of monument and buildings on that ground. So this area is incredibly historic, and as you'll see when we start going into the castle grounds, it's one of the biggest castle ground areas in the world. So it's huge, and it really does resemble in many ways a small town, the whole castle. So it's a really fantastic area to explore. To go into the castle, tickets cost about £9, which that got us access to all areas, and that was amazing value considering how much money you pay for going into equivalent kind of tourist attractions here in the UK. The cathedral itself is beautiful with stunning stained glass windows, and it's amazing to see just how this shows up on camera. Now, I'd really recommend visiting Prague Castle and Cathedral as soon as it opens in the morning, really. We went at approximately 10 a.m, which was a really good time to visit because it was late enough that we were able to have a good breakfast, but also enabled us to take a good amount of time to explore the area as well as do more with our day after that. And the reason why I'd recommend going early in the mornings is because, as it's one of the main tourist attractions in Prague, it gets incredibly busy, especially around 12 o'clock, 1 o'clock, and as we were sort of leaving the castle, it was really starting to heave and there was long queues to get in. So I'd really recommend visiting in the morning hours. As we come out of the cathedral and explore some of more of the castle grounds, you can really see how historic the area is. It is really, really beautiful. Now, I always try and make an attempt every time I go to a new city to try and explore a really old building which has been at the centre of that city, because you get a really good taste of the history. Quite often it has, historical artifacts within the museums there, and it's a really good way to understand the history of the place that you're visiting and understand how the nation that you're visiting, or the city, sort of formed in the way it did. I'm no religious man by any aspect as well, but it's always great and really interesting to see the kind of architecture that the main religion of the place that you're visiting put together, because quite often they are the most expensive buildings around, and of course I have views on this and how much money religions take from people, but anyway, it does mean that they pour a lot of money into making buildings. So would highly recommend visiting any kind of religious area or old building when you go to a new place. As we begin to finish up our walk around, we stop and get a drink. Now, of course, the prices of the drinks within the castle grounds are quite expensive in Czech terms, but in UK terms, you're still looking at about £2.50 for a beer. So, of course, it is really extortionate compared to what you're paying in other areas of Prague, but to us generally in the UK, that's of course incredibly cheap. So, if you are travelling over there from the UK or anywhere where the prices of drinks are quite high, you will be pleasantly surprised by how cheap everywhere is. Now, as we finish up going round, you'll see that we visit some really interesting old houses which are part of the castle grounds, and then head through the gardens just at the entrance of the castle on the way out, and head back into the city. It takes about 20 minutes to walk back into the city. Of course, there are trams available, but it's always worth descending out of Prague Castle and going back into the city, because it's such a wonderful, interesting area, and you get some fantastic views, as you will see, especially when it's sunny as well. So I really hope you enjoy the rest of this video, and thank you for watching the first episode of what has been the trip to Prague. So I hope you can join me in future episodes of this series, as well as please have a look at all the other videos I've uploaded on my YouTube channel. It's really interesting to see how some videos are really taking off, engaging people and helping the channel grow. So please like, comment, leave feedback of where you think I could do better with telling you information about where I'm going. As I say, these videos aren't meant to give you a complete overview, they're meant to give you a little taster of what you are able to experience, so you can go and see them yourself. So I'd really recommend that always. So as I say, thank you so much for watching once again. I hope you have a lovely rest of your day, whatever you're doing, and I'll see you in the next video.